Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My mate Chris and Don have been to pick up some more tackle off Don and Chris. Donations for giveaways. Now, when I do the first few, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bank them up. So I'm going to go out to a fishery and all these tackle donations that you're seeing, all the tackle that I can create full setups with, and it's not too big and cumbrous and it's not old, and it's quite modern stuff. I'm trying to look for simplicity. I'm trying to do it in a way where we can give some tackle away to some kids and we're not creating more problems. I know what I mean. You know what I mean. Stuff that's ideal, like not quite old enough and knackered to throw it away, but also at the same time, are you going to get much for it if you sell it? And that sort of tackle that people can donate. And Chris and Don are those kind of people that they've just got plenty of it. And it matters, but it's worth more to them knowing that it's, being gifted away at some point. Now, giving it away on YouTube, on the channel, I know what a lot of people are going to say when it happens, because I see it myself, and I don't always like it, but I'm trying to do it in a different way, where we can give it away, but it serves a purpose between the receiver, so the junior receiving it, and the person that's donated it, like Chris and Don and Mark and Mick and Paul and Jamie. And if I forget your names, please don't hold it against me, but everyone that's been kind enough to make donations so far, it's going to be you guys. It's going to be you guys. That's where the connection is going to be made. So I'm just playing middle. I'm just a delivery driver. But yeah, I do see it quite a lot where people have got a GoPro on, hidden in the jacket, and they're sneaking up on kids on bank. And do you want some free tackle? Like, sweets in a white van kind of situation. I'm not stabbing people, by the way. But I'm not doing it for that. And I'm also not doing it for, I don't want any backlash from it. But this lot you're about to see now and all the other stuff I've been gifted so far, a lot of it is incredibly useful for kids. And it will save them. I mean, not every kid's working, are they? It'll save the parents an absolute fortune. Therefore, it gives them something to start with, and more importantly, it gives them something to work from if they want to trade it in later on, or sell it on marketplace after using it for a year or so and upgrade to some new stuff. It's a starting point. But one thing I do know is, without any of it, we're going to struggle. So, I'm going to start to unload this lot now. We'll probably do setting the table up again. I might do, I'll see yet. But an absolute mountain of stuff that's come from Chris and Don again this time. So Chris and Don, thank you very much. Let me get some attack I can put it on. Don't know if these are actually going to be big enough. These were off Mick a few weeks ago. And I've buried my platform in now. So I'll try it with these. Not ideal, but so we'll go with this, and we'll get some sort of like fold down thing here. Sure. Actually, could do with putting a roof. I've not got time. Right, let's start getting some bits out, and we'll talk through this bulk of stuff that I've been and fetched from Chris and Don. And it's again, it's absolutely mind blowing. So again, thank you. We'd only put a couple of things in the car before I started to say to him, "Stop. That's enough. Too far." But people, I can assure you, these guys they've got plenty. So let's go start going through it. So first thing, a Savage Gear, bit like a feeder bag. Now Savage Gear, they specialise in like lures and stuff, predator fishing and what have you. So this, I think it was designed mainly as like a predator lure bag. Should have a shoulder strap on it. It's not on there. I have got a bunch. This might come in for like a predator fishing setup. We could chuck together, but Chris said throw all these in, look, and they do make perfect feeder boxes. So even if we got all these out, I know it kind of takes away the functionality of the bag, but you take all these out and put one of these into each setup. It's the perfect little side tray box for all your like gubbins, your disgorgers, floats, and all that stuff. And it's quite a nice bag actually. It's I've never really seen anything like this up close. I've seen of them, like another one in here, little tiny like lure box, an area there for like traces and stuff. So, and you've seen me lure fishing. It's not something I'm a massive fan of, but also a massive bag of lures. Does anyone take a massive bag of lures fishing with them? Because if they don't, I mean, that's probably good for keeping it van, so you've got plenty to take with you, but not on you. Because that's a massive old thing to be carrying around for the lures. So I think I'll feel less worse by splitting it down and using the boxes, because they are really handy, those boxes. What else have we got now? We've got this. I'll probably get you a bit of a close up on it as well. Let me just come over here and show you. Inside here, we've got loads of rapid stops. We've got a Team Daiwa hook length bag, a little Shimano FX reel, and then inside here it's absolutely stuffed with pole rigs, homemade stuff, like their deep water stuff there. Look at bodies on them. We've got some big old Olivettes on. A Guru pellet strainer. Got some line here. What we got? Some 8-pound Matrix Submerge. Loads of pole doctors as well. They might come in handy. Lots of hook lengths. And what even is this? Oh, Daiwa. So it's a Daiwa Air ground bait bowl. Again, absolutely perfect. What else have we got? Absolutely golden for me is a box like this. It's stuff like this that really does it for me, which is a bit odd. But this is absolutely stuffed to the brim of inserts for all different trays, new fish, Preston, Matrix, you name it. That thing is absolutely stuffed. Now, I have picked up so many seat boxes recently, and chairs and arms and what have you. There's so many different varieties of fitment, it'll blow your mind. So that is absolutely golden to me at the minute, because like there's bits and bobs in here. Like, where's that one? Like that there. That like off at Garbolino stuff fits into 36mm, but it can drop down to a, what's that in there, 30? Oh, 25mm. So yeah, stuff like this, absolutely golden. And the few spare like Sensus hand wheels in there, there's a bunch of them. Yeah, a few Daiwa ones, a few Preston. So yeah, a box like that is worth so much more to me than just a dead box of plastic to a lot of other people. So that will help me out loads, getting accessories to fit all these different boxes and what have you. Oh, got a tray there that's actually full of more inserts, bits and bobs. Put that down there. Now, bank sticks. We've got a brolly spike there. That's just a normal bit of aluminium tube in that. I could do with that for wheel spacers for stuff I make. Oh, there's a pole pot on the floor here. I don't know where that's coming from. But nice stainless bank stick there. Look again, chuck it into like a carp or barbell setup. That a stainless carp pod actually. Dinsmore's leader again, adjustable bank sticks. They all come in handy. Nothing goes to waste. Stuff like that. Adjustable bank stick with nothing in it, and another adjustable bank stick. So that one, that's like off for a brolly look. So you've got your threads there that screw into your brolly, and that's your adjustable. Looks like a Preston one, that. And that's your adjustable thing for your spike. So they can come in handy for any repairs or anything. Right, then we've got. I'm just feeding it straight out at the back of the car. I need to do it now. So I don't know when this video will go out. I know it's not a massive priority. I do this more for me than anyone else. It's just that if anyone ever like comes across so interesting in video and might, I don't know, might be a talking point for you. It said there's a rod in there. It is a tube. Got a handle on it. Not seen one of these for a while. Don't know what it is. Oh, it looks sea fishing related. What have we got? Fladen power stick. Yeah. No reason why that won't make a little, well, I don't know, a nice little sea rod, isn't it, that? It's a normal upright rod. If ever you've got questions about, you know, if it's one of them or not, you normally have your livery on inside here, and it's that way. So even that could make a nice little starter carp rod for somebody. I know it's a Fladen power stick and it's probably for like boat fishing, but guys, it's a fishing rod. Yeah, a lot of these people haven't got anything. More tubes, and again they don't go amiss. Some have got lids missing, but I've got mountains of lids. Another top kit tube there. Chris, I've put your top kits in the car. Went back to his house, didn't I? And bloody forgot to take them. So they're in the car ready. So if you ask me and I say I forgot them, well, I can't forget them because they are in the car. Bit of an attachment. So this has just got two blank ends on it. But it could be like a bit of a, I don't know, feeder arm attachment or something. There'll be a purpose for that somewhere. Or even putting onto it. I don't know. We'll sort something out though. Again, nothing goes to waste. Anyway, sounds like it's getting like a bit boring at the minute, but I promise you, there's some good things to come. Rod bag. This is full of rods, but I had a quick sneak peek before I set off back. I don't know if any are full or not. So I'll reel off a couple of names now, and we'll do a separate video at some point where I try and piece a lot of these together. But we've got a Garbolino, Super Rocket, Carp Match, 10 foot. Will it be a feeder? Not sure. That's the butt section to it. So there could be a top in here for it. No, I thought I'd just seen it. So that's a Garbolino. Again, they might not be full rods here, but it's just all odds and ends that are in there. Carp Match. What brand though? Oh, Daiwa. We've got a Daiwa Carp Match pellet waggler. So again, if we can find a top to that, that'd make a great waggler rod for a junior. And there's tops in here as well. I'll just start with these. We've got a Shakespeare Mach 3 11 foot micro. Again, that's there. Just needs a top for it. What else have we got? We've got a MIDI 4GS suplex. We've got a MIDI 4G micro muscle feeder. They were like the dogs when they come out, weren't they? Them. I remember everyone going mad for them. So one of those. What else have we got? We've got a Daiwa Tournament Pro Feeder 10 foot. So again, get a top for that. Might even have a top for that myself in storage. I mean, there might be one here. I just can't see it at the minute. But yes, we can. I don't know. We could always make some like Ipper Crocker rods, couldn't we? And piece them all together. What else have we got here? Another MIDI. We've got a MIDI White Knuckle CX Series Carp Waggler. Won't be hard to piece those up with the tops. And this is just a bunch of miscellaneous tops. Some of them are probably going to be for these rods. Some of them not. So I'll put those there. There's more in here. So Fuji, that's going to be a Silstar rod. So all you have to do is just try and find any that have got green whipping on, like that there, look. And then just piece it together. So not a hard job at all. There's a Shimano Beast Master here. Light feeder, 11 foot. And then we've got a tube with some tips in, and then a couple of miscellaneous like rod tops there, look, as well. So yes, we can still make, so even if after all that we managed to piece one rod together, took a reel on it, it's all been worth it, hasn't it? And any that we can't piece together and it's just impossible to create a full rod, they are still worth quite a lot to me for parts. What else have we got in here? A couple more bits. Got a butt section here, just says Dren on it. Then we've got a 1 foot extension for something there. So again, could come in handy. So we've got a Drennan Got a dren and butt section there for something. No idea. Are we done? Are we done? What else have we got in here? Feels like there's something else. Oh, big old brolly spike. There's something else in there as well. So a big old brolly spike. Oh, and a mini bank stick. Arrow Point Dinsmores. So one of those. And then we've got a Key Nets rod bag. Fully functional, zip works, and I have actually got a matching net bag for this, what I've had for years and years. I know it's old and it's outdated, but it's something rather than nothing, isn't it? So even that will look absolutely fantastic on a junior setup who's got absolutely nothing. I'd be buzzing with it, actually. I'd be absolutely blown away. Next up, bait tubs. Daiwa, some classics in here as well. I've seen one of those lids for a while. Go on. Index sale. But yeah, bait tubs. Stuff we forget about when we're trying to get kids into fishing. Bait tubs. It's some spare wheels in there. Look for a barrow or trolley or something. Look at these. Like some of these will do well in like a specimen setup. There's loads of them, loads of lids. Got a Guru Fusion 110 case there. And yeah, some miscellaneous barrow wheels that we can, you know, they might come in handy. Frenzy hook length box. Is there anything in that? Oh wow. It's full of hook lengths. And this one's got like beads on it as well. What are they for then? It's quite a nice hook length box, that, isn't it? Frenzy one. Never seen these before from Frenzy. Clips aren't great on it, but it's all there. Hook length box. Again, you forget about stuff like this, don't you? You just forget it. So, a box absolutely stuffed full of bait tubs. I'll put it down there because this, yeah, it's only meant to be a side tray, like, isn't it? Can I try and spread its legs a bit? Oh. Mick, if that breaks, I'm right sorry. In fact, it won't break because it's too good. What else have we got in here? Oh, sorry, I'm just feeding out at the back of the car at the minute. Right, what's this? Oh. Like what Catchy Bait uses, isn't it? He's got all this stuff. So a maggot riddle, quite a big one as well. Like an international size, that. But chucking it back in your van. The kids leave 3 pints of maggots outside and they turn to casters. Maggot riddle. Oh yeah, awesome. Stuff like that. You completely forget about. In here, let's put that down there. Preston bowl. I might have a loop for that as well. And this, another tub. We got a bunch of these off Chris and Don last time. Absolutely stuffed. And Mick. Bloody hell, Mick gave me a load as well. Look here, look like this tube tops here. I've not got a... No. But all these are bungs. Like the tough rubber bungs for ends of poles, landing net handles, whips. They all come in handy. And I've got so many of handles and whips that have not got tops on. So yes, stuff like that. Incredible stuff. Here, a pair of waterproof trousers. What size have we got? XL. Oh, bloody hell. Regatta. Rich kids. Hey, look. They're going to be massive on a... Oh, saying that, some kids are huge, aren't they? Not nearly as tall as I am. But, rainy day, turn up at night to get some tackle away. Waterproof trousers for someone who's getting wet. I mean, I'd wear them. Chris and Don. Chris and Don, what's this? Don't be rude. It's going to be a rod keeper, isn't it? Oh, why is it so small, though? What's that for, then, do you reckon? That's like a travel rod or something. What's this for? Get in comments, let me know what's that for if you know. Then we've got a Drennan Series 7 11-foot carp feeder. So this is when rods used to come in bags. So that Drennan handle we've seen, if we can piece a full rod together, this would be quite a nice thing to give away, wouldn't it? I'll tell you what, even without it, just a nice rod bag in general. 2-piece 11-foot rod in there. We've got plenty on them, haven't we? And I don't know. A nice rod bag for somebody. I'm not really a Drennan guy. They don't use Drennan stuff, but I don't know. Someone will go mad for that. JRC lead bands. What are lead bands in carp fishing? I know what leads are. I know what bands are. Why would you need a bag this big for lead bands? What's that for? Talk away. Let me know. Got another one of these rod things here as well. Look, what are they for? I can't. There's not a brand on it either, so I can't see. Somebody let me know in comments what these are, and I might be able to find a use for them. It's got like an end there that looks like it goes over a rod end, and then this bit here looks like it doesn't. I'm not sure. Got an NGT rod band. So again, it works as well. Velcro's fine on that. So we've got that, and then we've got Dream Fishing, the world's greatest waters. Is it just sea fishing? This, do you reckon? Sea fishing, trout fishing. Don't think there's much coarse fishing going off in here, like freshwater stuff. But still a nice book for someone to have in it. Just chuck it in a box, something to read. I used to read loads of sea fishing books and that when I was younger, even though I weren't a big sea angler. So that is that lot. Let's put this box down here out of the way. Let's get some more out. This is a Ron Thompson rod bag, and it's got the hard tube in it, but the zip's broken on it. And I know a woman who might be able to put me a new zip on there, because that I think I've got a little tiny rod, like a little stalking rod. But these are great rods, you know, for going abroad or going on holiday or leaving it car constantly. They're a great bit of kit to have them. And for the price of a zip, if I can just give someone a tenner to put me a new zip on there, that'd make a great rod. So it's a Speed Force 10-foot 7/8. So I'm guessing it's going to be like a fly rod. But we'd be able to get a little tiny travel rod in there, no problem. What's that? So a little 7-foot rod would go in there, a little 2-piece thing. So we'll keep hold of that and hopefully get it repaired, where we can put a rod in it. I don't know. It'd make a great safety tube, wouldn't it, for a nice rod. More feeder tips in here. These are big old things. I've actually got twin top in there, extension, I think, but it looks for it. Massive guides on those. I'll have to figure out what they're for at some point. So we've got some of those. What else have we got? This box is stuffed with flavorings, boilies, pellets, bandits, foot match guys as well. Ringers pellet wafters. Right, look at it. It's stuffed. Got some dynamite, sticky pellet syrup. We've got some mainline essential IB. What's that? What are these? What are these? Frank Warwick. They're going to be dynamite, aren't they? I bet. Wafters. And bag of swim stim. We've got another one here. Some Census. Classic match range magic. I've already got some bags of ground bait that I got off Chris last time I went up. So I can get a bulk of them. If ever we turn up at a match, we could do like a bit of a skills school where any kids that ain't got any ground bait, we could show them. Or I don't know if it's just going to be me. I don't know what's going off, but we could like appoint some people at the place to run through some ground bait, mix in, teach them, and then they can just have it, can't they, and use it for their day's fishing. But stuff like this, look, £4.65, and it's full. Sweet strawberry, and it's full. It's absolutely stuffed with bait. Census mini match boilies. God, I ain't seen those for years. Oh, there's some other bits in there that shouldn't be. But yeah, absolutely full of bait. What else have we got? Another tub of boilies has fell out. Sonia Bates, semi-buoyant, oozing boilies. So some of those in there. Oh, I think I've just seen some more as well. Can you remember on last video, I was going through all knuckles and accessory blocks, and Chris gave me a massive, he gave me a tub full of like where you screw them onto your box legs and all knuckles and everything. And I come across one and I said, that's off of a Preston feeder arm. And there wasn't a Preston feeder arm. It wasn't. It was off of a Preston 3-rod roost. What you put your rods made up in onto your... And that's where it goes onto, look. So you can adjust it. So I'll dig that out. I think it's up down in... I don't know where it is. But I know it's on top of the box because it's the last thing that I throw away. So that goes with that. Again, not a cheap bit of kit. So it'll be ideal. Never got on with him personally. I think I had one where I never got on with him. But not because they're no good for anybody. I can't remember why. I've got the big Preston roost for the rods. And I just favoured that over using one of those. Anyway, we've got a Fox bucket here. We've got some ringers, little tiny boilies in there. This is full, look. We've got some Sonia Bates pellet oil. That's good stuff, that. We've also got some Sonia Bates Power Scopex bait booster. Mainline pure pellet paste. And again, some other bits and bobs. Some go-to Bag'em krill pellet fix. Dynamite baits. Oh, they look a bit stiff. Hey pal, what doing? Sorry. Baby came in. Got to give him my time. What are these? Dynamite bait, big fish, river, shrimp and krill. So yes, loads of stuff there to go at. So if we do end up giving away like a specimen setup, we've also got a few baits to drop in there just so some of these youngsters have got something to start with. Look at this. That little bait table already. Get you a bit of a close in on this, look. So this is all bait so far. All in there. Rod bag, bits and bobs. That's the tub full of bits. All this in here, that's in that ground bait bowl. Look, absolutely stuffed with bits and bobs. And then we've got all the bait tubs, and we've got a bunch of rods there. Let's position you guys back down here. And we'll get some more. Where's my tea? Don't go cold, don't go cold. It's nearly gone. It'll do though. Another small box. You always give me a bag. Right, it's over there. We've got some little mini bite alarms in here. I don't know if they're going to be any good. I don't know if they need batteries. I have absolutely no idea, but we've got 3 of those in there. We've got a rod bag for something here. I've got a bag over there with some bits in it. What we got? A Daiwa 3.8 metre landing handle power. It's not got the handle, but we can save it for one of the handles we do have. Another one here. We got on that. Let's see. We've got one here. We've got one here. Looks like Preston again. Ignition. 11-foot pellet waggler. And then inside here, look, we've just got more bungs. These are on about little like Daiwa knuckles and what have you. Like they really do come in handy. That one's had something taken off it, but yeah, look, the Corum quick release accessory. Oh, where's that thing? Do you reckon that bar's for this? No. Or just no, it's not. So that's for a different one. But that's for like a fixing a accessory bar tool up, and it moves. Corum. And then few pole rigs, Preston feeder, original banjo fit. So look, the evolution of the banjo feeder. Now Andy Finley's got some even earlier ones, but this is ones that you're used to looking at now. And this is the original banjo feeder. Look, you're a close up on them. So it was called a banjo for obvious reasons. That's the elasticated version. And now we've got the ICS stems and everything, haven't we? Like these are all fixed, look. And it were a perfect little dinner plate. Actually really, really effective feeder that. But that's the evolution of the banjo feeder. And that's pretty much it for that box. Yeah, little bits and bobs like that, they really do come in handy. What else have we got? Where's what I've been looking for? So now we've got a bag. I'm not going to get them all out, but some of these might really help later on with what rods I've got. This is absolutely stuffed full of rod bags. You know, the sleeves that you get when you actually buy the rods. Infinity DF. Oh, that's a Daiwa Infinity Danny Fairbrass. Yeah, 12 foot, 3¼ pound test curve. So that's a rod bag for Danny Fairbrass. Rod. What's this? Another one? I think that's another one as well. We've got zips on as well then. So those rod bags we've just got out, they can go with that lot. So yes, handy stuff like these. Look, we could just put any rod in them. It's not that it doesn't matter, but you know, it saves a rod from just being out, doesn't it? It's in a bag. I don't know, just probably looks a little bit better. What else have we got? This box, Chris said, bet you've not seen one of these for a while. And he took me that. Look at that, still in packet as well. And again, not really much use to me. Could use it, do a video with it and then put it in a gearway kit, but one day kids will see one of these and it won't be like this. And they'll be absolutely mind blown that that was the effort back then that was required in order to create a splashing waggler. And I don't know, it'd just make a nice keepsake, wouldn't it? For a youngster, that. I'd never get rid on it. So stuff like that. Got some like foam stuff here. Probably use that for something, don't know. What's this? A ball maker. Deliverance ball maker. Not sure what brand is it. Is it Nash? Got a fish on it. So we've got one of those. We've got a little box there, absolutely stuffed full of spare catapult elastics. Again, stuff you don't think of, but it's absolutely critical when you need it. An Angling Times T-box system, rig bits. So this is something you'd get free on Angling Times years ago. This is full of bits and bobs. Look, like looks more like sea fishing stuff in there. That, but it's a little bits and bobs box. Give you a bit of a close up in there. Look, and it's a Angling Times T-box system. I don't know what the T-box was for. Maybe it was like a stacking system. And then the rest of this box is just absolutely stuffed full of catapults and catapult bags. So yeah, a lot of them have got bags missing, but you can pick the bags up nowadays for a couple of £. So I just go and get a bunch of them and make up a bunch of catapults. TT Pults. What's TT Pults? Like a River King, that. But yeah, Drennan. Loads of Drennan ones. So yeah, does not go amiss. There's actually quite a few bags in here. Some of them are a bit knackered, but we can sort it out. Oh wow, look at that thing. Milo. Look at that. That's a proper keepsake, that, isn't it? So yes, a nice little box full of catapults. Does not go amiss. It's all like really handy stuff to keep hold of. What else have we got? Another box. Oh, Mick. Oh, I don't know. I think the more weight we're putting on this, the more stable it's becoming, Mick. Let me get round here. Let's get that over there. We've got another rod bag here. We've got a Sonic commercial waggler. You don't see Sonic much anymore, because it's nitro. Yeah. So just in case any on you thinking like, where did they go? Well, nitro. Preston, big feeder rest, 80 stack pack. Oh, so 80 stack pack, angling times, tackle station. Maybe they're part of something. So we've got some angling times tackle boxes there. Just brought you in a bit closer so you can see a bit more. I'm just going to chuck them absolutely anywhere. We've got another, like this one here, look. Rimax. Again, it is literally just a little container, not just for fishing, but used for anything, just to put bits and bobs in. Perfect for like taking out dividers, putting floats in, shots, chucking it into a Shakespeare box or into any seat box, and you have got a little tackle station there to keep all your bits in. So stuff like that really does hold its value. This thing is absolutely stuffed full of tackle, and I mean properly stuffed. Oh, hopefully the camera's picking all that up. Or Mick, I think we're going Mick, and it's not my fault. It's Chris and Don's fault. But oh look, spare catapult elastic Guru, brand new feeders, more Guru new feeders. Loads of map feeders still in the packets. Oh, another one of those Daiwa things there. Look, all these map feeders is still brand new. Corda, Safe Zone, Run Rig rubbers. No idea. Transfer some of these down here. Yeah, look, Preston still in the packet. Guru in the packet. Pellet feeder. Little tiny method feeders. Stuff like this is absolutely golden, and I swear, I promise you, before I take anything from all these people, I always say, are you sure? At this point, I very nearly ran off from Chris and Don's and said, no, that's it, I'm done. Look, little miniature accessory arm, adjustable. Critical for a box that's not got a foot plate, but you want to keep an arm that sticks out quite a bit. And we've got a brolly arm. Don't know what brand it is. Oh, Maver. Got a Maver brolly arm there. More Corda dark matter rig stuff. So again, all this Corda stuff, put it into like one of these boxes and put it into a carp set. I got a carp set up off Mark White from Bristol. So we can put a lot of stuff, this stuff, into a setup like that and give it away to a keen angler that's wanting a carp setup. Try not to keep it all match based. But look, just feeders absolutely galore, all brand new in the packets. And there's so many of them, it gets a bit silly. Guru, pole float silicon there. Catapult, there's 2 there, 3 there. 4 just needs a bag on it. The catapult's absolutely everywhere. And then we've got Preston method feeders. There's so many of them. Look, there's just an absolute pile in this corner of feeders. Oh my god, so I've just got to the bottom and there's even more. There's the Preston moulds everywhere. Preston off-box boxes. The Guru catapult. Bait banders. More feeders in packets. This box is a bit silly actually. It's a bit ridiculous. Is that like a map? Yeah, push to release. That's a map method mould. Got another rod bag there. That can go down there. Another Preston mould. There is so many Amazon feeders. MIDI floating carp bomb. Not seen some of them for a while. Got the like eyed swivel in top and bottom. Little tiny accessory arm there for like a side tray. Yeah, and it just goes on like butt rests. More pre-tied hook lengths. Another catapult. If anyone can supply me catapult bags, please get in touch. Little box there full of swivels. Huge Preston feeder there. 50 gram. Not heaviest thing it will, but a big old feeder. Yeah, and it's absolutely full. It's stuffed with them. Pole cups, more pole cups, a reel bag. Witchwood Solace. which would solace that, like a little bag. That could go on the bag that we started with. This one here, that could go on there, couldn't it? Reel cases, Preston mag store system. You know what you put the hook lengths in? These here, look, they just magnet straight into them. So we've got one of those. There is stuff. There's stuff there. Let me bring you in on this. This is getting ridiculous. So just give you a bit of an insight as to what I'm looking at when I'm looking down. It is absolutely stuffed. Bagging waggler, not a ringers, no. But look down here in this corner. There is stuff everywhere. It just doesn't stop. Corder, wide gape, like ready rigs there. Got some Fuka neons. Just feeders galore as well. Like, look, the more you look, the worse it gets. And it is. Oh, this is what I want about the other week. These little tiny rollers. I've got a big roller where one ends has broke off, and I mentioned about getting a few of these to use these for the ends to repair it. Floating feeder. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. Like, look, stuff in packets, Dacron connectors, swivels. Look at all the feeders. They're everywhere. Target board. Someone mentioned in comments a while back about me using a target board. I've got one, but it's a really old one. What are they like? Rod? Oh, is that a finger saver? Yeah, there is stuff absolutely everywhere. And what you're seeing is been gifted to me. There's another map mould there, look, still in the pack. Small one. And they're the map method feeders, look. So yeah, stuff like that, it really does. You forget about it. You completely forget about it. So yeah, we'll keep going through it. And well, I've still got a few more bits to show you yet. So I'll put you guys back down there. But that is sort of the bulk of that box. But it's stuff like this, catapults, and you know, all the inserts. They're the things that you forget about, and it's quite critical. They're things that difference between having a good day's fishing with outright tackle and having an incredible, like a catapult. Yeah, fishing at 11 metre, being able to feed accurately. And yeah, you might have a nice side tray with your box you've been given for free, but can you put it on your box? So yeah, stuff like this is mental. So already, thank you very much, Chris and Don. It's absolutely balmy. Let's just chuck a load of stuff in here, like all these new feeders, and it is mind-blowing. Right, I've got a few more bits that I need to show you yet that have come. There's also a bunch of stuff in car that I can't show you. That's going to be for a video being filmed at the week. You might not see this for 2 weeks because these last couple of days I've got so much local priority going off with Reservoir Down Road and quite a few fishery audits that I've done for people. So I need to kind of prioritise them. So when you see this, it will be a few weeks after. So yeah, put some of this, in fact I might put it away. I've got some more stuff here, let's get these out. Right, put you there. Right, let's start with this one. So we've got a rod here. This is a TriCast XRS 2K4 carp feeder. Little tiny miniature thing. It has got the tip with it, and it is a proper TriCast tip as well. So that is a full rod. Where's that tube? No, that's too big for tube. So we've got a full rod there. Let's start and stand these up here, shall we? So that's one. Here we've got some more miscellaneous bits. So we've got another MIDI 4G feeder. So we've got two 4G feeders. This one looks like it's diffy a tip. Oh, I think I've just found the tip, and the tip's broken, but the tip is there for it. So should that go in there? Yes. So we've got a tip, So we have got a full rod. I can always repair the end of that rod to make like a carp feeder. Then we've got a Shimano Hyperloop feeder medium. That's got all three tips, all three sections with it, minus a feeder tip. We've got tubes full of tips that he's given us. So again, we'll be able to salvage a rod from that lot. Put that there. Speaking of tips, more tips than a Sunday carvery at Christmas. Wow, so many in there. So hopefully I'll be able to find a Shimano, because some of them are specific. In fact, where did we get a Shimano rod off? Was it Paul? Coventry? Paul had extra tips with one, I'm sure he did. But here we've got a Ron Thompson X Symmetry feeder 360, 12 foot power. All three sections with that. Again, minus a tip. So we'll get a tipper on that. So hopefully we should have a really good run this time with rods. We got a bunch of rods off Chris and Don last time. I think they were all made up rods. This was, I think, everything that he's got left that he had to sort through, and some of it wasn't complete. This looks an incredible little rod. Now, look at that. And it weighs nothing. It's a Silstar rod. Some of you might know it. Let me get a bit of a close-up for you. Silstar, graphite, 3540, 240. And it is a little tiny 2-piece feeder rod. What's that going to be? What am I? 6'2"? That's probably going to be a 7-foot feeder. And it is so miniature, but it's so perfect for kids learning to fish. That nice and easy to cast. Yes, incredible. And it's all there as well. Absolutely perfect. Next up, we've got a Avanti Hyperspeed 11-foot barbel twin tip. And this one's got 2 feeders and a what they call the float twin tip for it, like the big river tip or whatever. And 2 of these tips, even though back in the day they used to, if anyone don't know, by the way, some of you young'uns, Avanti were like a really budget brand that hit the market. Drayton at the time was very popular with the bagging waggler. This thing here. And these used to be 10 quid, brand new, 10 quid, and RRP was something silly like £100. And you used to be able to go and buy them brand new for 10 quid. I think it was 10 quid anyway. Or some were 10 quid, and they did another one that were like 30. Some feeder rods used to come with 20 spare tips. It was absolutely balmy. Don't know why or how they did it. This thing's brand new though. But we used to take these to Drayton to try and snap them on purpose by doing heavy casts with big leads and bagging waggler, because you had to use a barbel rod to get it out into open water. That's where carp were up on top. You had to use a barbel rod because of the weight of the bagging waggler. When this thing is loaded with tennis ball sized ball of ground bait with a boilie on it, they are heavy. Really, it is like casting out a cricket ball. And then you had to have a decent rod for actually playing these fish in. So we went and got loads of these and we used to try and snap them. I used to cast these so hard. They're not the greatest casting rod in the world. They've not got a great recoil on them. But I never managed to snap one by punching it. And I mean deliberately trying to snap it at one point. You can't break them. So anyway, bit of a barbel rod there. Get a nice big reel on it. That'll do a child or someone nicely who wants to go and try it river when it's back open. Who knows? But it's all there. That's the important thing. Next up is a Daiwa Ninja feeder. 13Q. Looks like a 10-foot rod. It's actually got a threaded tip in the end. And I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. So get in the comments and let me know. Did the Daiwa Ninja come with a threaded tip? I could do some research. But I might have some spare spring tips to go with it. This thing's like brand new, look. Oh, free sticker. You get a free sticker and there's the free sticker. So the free sticker is still with this rod. So who knows why that's there and why it's not going to tip. I tell you what, there might be a tip in all this stuff we've got. So don't rule that out just yet. Next up, we have a Daiwa Cavalier multi-quiver, and it has got a top on it. I've got another one of these upstairs. Oh look, yeah, Drennan test curve, 3 ounce. So it's got a Drennan tip in it. I'm going to say it doesn't look like it's supposed to be like this. It looks like it's all there, but another Daiwa rod. Somebody mentioned the other day about these collars as well. Be a bit careful giving these to kids because they're not ideal, you know, for real slipping out. But I don't know. I think we should be fine with this. So another Daiwa rod there. So we'll put that one there. And last but not least, what's that over there? Oh no, that's something of mine. Last but not least, we have a Daiwa Connoisseur Z Ledger Mark II. This looks like it's all there. It's got 2 tips with it. It's got a really heavy tip with it. Yeah, it all looks like it's there. One of the tips has been used a lot more than the others because the shade's different where one's been kept in storage. But yeah, it's all there. Lovely rod that. Nice reel seat for locking reel on. That'll do a kid. Absolutely fine, no problem. What length is this? Oh, 11 to 13 foot. So you have got your 1 foot extension, so you can take that off. And does that push in? Who knows? Don't know. Maybe so we're probably missing the extension. That's why it's in there. Probably, maybe. So that is another inventory of everything. Let me spin you around, or at least give you a better view. So we've got all these miscellaneous rods down here. Guarantee I'll be able to build a couple of rods out of them. No problem. Bait tubs galore. We've got maggot riddles, rod bags. We've got all these rod sleeves in here. So there might be some sleeves in there for all of this stuff. So I'll have a good dig through it. Ground bait bowl, full of stuff. We've got all these inserts at the back and attachments, feeder rests. We've got tackle boxes. We've got all these miscellaneous bits in here. We've got rod bags. Forget the tables, they're off Mick from a different one. Well, don't forget them. They're all going to be going through the same thing. We've got bait. We've got bags of ground bait. We've got more bait under there. We've got this box absolutely stuffed full of gear. And it's all been gifted. Not completely free of charge. Like, it's not like, you know, I've just got it completely free of charge and that's it. All this stuff has been gifted because it's spare, it's broken, it's not got a future for the person I've got it from anymore, and more importantly, they want it to go to some deserving kids who are learning to fish, or they're keen about becoming match anglers or carp anglers or barbel anglers, or even, I don't know, some junior could store that in his granddad's shed or dad's shed and he could take it next time he goes to the beach sea fishing. It's all got a purpose. So I'm going to get it all put away. And these videos, by the way, they're not designed to draw loads of people in, and this is like an inventory for me. The first few videos I did weren't supposed to go out. I just made the video talking through all the bits myself so I could refer back to it and I know who I've got it from. But all this is off Chris and Don. I'm actually quite grateful for all the containers and tubs it's all coming. I need to take some of Chris's top kits back from the last lot I got off him, and they're already in the car, so I can't forget them. I'm actually in Wakefield tomorrow for a military-based appointment, so I'll swing them by then. So you'll already have them by the time you see this video. So another very kind donation. There's also other people doing this, by the way, that I've noticed. The Real Rod Squad. There's a few people. Ucklenks Tyler. The Real Rod Squad, I've noticed, they're actually getting tackle. I don't know if they're doing it one at a time. Correct me if I'm wrong if you see this. They're actually going it one at a time, and then they're finding someone who's in need of it, and then they're taking it to them. Then they're going out, getting another lot, then dropping it off. It looks like they're doing it that way. So that's a thought. I can't remember what names. LJ, Joanne Stroud. I can't remember what names, so I do apologise. I'm rubbish with names. When people ask for mine, I sometimes say like Derek or something. So yeah, we'll also consider doing that as well at some point. And they drive all over the country dropping it off. So Chris and Don have absolutely done it again. And yes, everyone that's donated and given me stuff so far, it does not go amiss. I've been and picked up one rod from somebody. I've been and picked up 2 reels from somebody. I've also bought a lot of stuff in Mr. All This that you'll probably see that I've actually bought myself for myself, that it will get sort of included in giveaway stuff as well. And yeah, it's not been gifted to me on the back of. In fact, I tell you what, a lot of this stuff that I've picked up, not this because this has got a different purpose, but a lot of stuff I have gone and picked up, it's what I've stumbled across on Marketplace and it's been free to collect. And I've messaged and said, like, oh, can I come and get it? So a lot of stuff I've actually got, it's not been gifted to me for the purpose of, oh, I enjoy what you're doing. I've just stumbled across it myself and they have no idea what I do. So you will see some stuff being gifted away that never even made one of these little videos. So I'll get a video done out of that stuff first. It's all over. I've actually got something back at Wagging now that I'm actually going to use at weekend maybe. And then hopefully you'll see that get included with it all. People, I'm going to wrap it up there. Chris and Don, thanks so much. This is absolutely mental. I've already spoke to some of you guys on my news channel. Chris and Don mentioned about doing like a bit of a buddy system. So if anybody's interested in future and becoming interested in going out for a day's fishing and you just can't get out of the house, or you have the mental blocks where you even turn up to a fishery for a day's fishing and you just can't do it. Just mentally, those challenges that just attack you and you can't get out of the house. Well, Chris came up with this idea of creating some sort of like angling buddy system where you could get in touch with Chris, or even, like for an example, me, and you could, or someone else like-minded, and you could book a day out fishing. It doesn't have to be a professional day. I don't have to take up pro gear. I could even get some of this stuff and take it and have a day's fishing. You can take your own stuff, or I could even supply a rod for the day, and you could probably just have it. And the idea would be to get you out. You might just need to get out that one time with someone, like an idiot like me, or like Chris, someone who's well behaved and well mannered, and just experience being out on bank. The next time you want to go out and it's on your own, that's when you'll be, I can do it now. Yeah, I can do it. I've broke the ice. I've got out there. So Chris came up with this idea of doing a buddy system. So that, I've already had a couple of responses from people. If you're interested in something like that, it's not going to be a profitable organisation or anything. I have no idea where it could go at all. It was somebody else's idea, Chris's idea. He just said it to me, and I thought, you know what, that would be worth a share. I've never even considered it before. So there's that. So stand by for more information on that. Also, Chris mentioned and Dawn about all this stuff you see here, all the stuff I've got off everybody else, about getting a full setup, box, rod, pole, hold-all, carry-all, a bit of bait, bits, just everything, a full setup. Go into a tackle shop near you, near Chris up at Leeds, or near Mick in Burton on Trent, Burton Joyce, or Paul down at Coventry, or even Mark. I'm doing my best here to remember names. Mark down at Bristol. Getting a set, they're just examples. Getting a full setup, space depending, yeah, because tackle shops need space. Taking it to a local tackle shop. Here you go. I'm Ben. This has been gifted to me by Chris, or Mark, or Paul, whatever. I want you, the next time a child comes in, don't put a sign on it. Just put it in the corner of your shop somewhere. Next time a child comes in and he's looking round and he's looking at all the shelves and he's racking up about £1,000 worth of purchases, but he comes up with a little tiny, packet of hooks or something, want them, ask him, you going fishing, mate? Where are you going? Yeah, you enjoy it? You like it? Yeah, I love it. What sort of tackle have you got? I've got this, I've got that, I've got one of these, brilliant. If it's somebody that doesn't really display like they've got much, I want you to give them the entire setup. And that's Chris's idea as well. Chris turned around and he rose that with me. Got a setup for you. Do me a favour. Go home, get your mum or dad or whatever, tell them to bring the car up for a full setup for you. Completely free of charge. You can take it. Mind blown. It's the unexpected, spontaneous giveaways that I think are going to be the biggest hit. Those kids will keep it forever. No one is cashing in on stuff like this. This is why we're doing it this way. Anyway, we're waffling. So yeah, some great ideas from Chris and Don about some buddy systems and giveaways in tackle shops. It gets people to shops as well, doesn't it? You know, if you know it might be there. And yeah, just try and keep the angling world, turning as as nicely and as safely as we can with ease, so kids aren't learning to fish with 13-foot beach casters at the local commercial. So I'll leave it there. People, if you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, it's completely free, blah, 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 and comments. Have you got any of these? One of them? Have you had one of them? Talk away. Comment section's yours. Talk away. And yes, I look forward to, where's that little rod gone? I look forward to, there's one in particular. Where's it gone? Where has it gone? I can see it. I look forward more than anything in this world to giving this rod away and hopefully watching a young kid catch some fish on it, because that is absolutely incredible. That is the perfect starter with that. So yeah, can't wait. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.